Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian, coming to you from Port Richey, Florida. And I had to show you guys something that is really depressing that I came across here today. And behind me used to be a Toys R Us. And there's a few stores that used to be in this strip mall. This is called the Piers Shopping Center. And it used to be full of cars, full of shops. And there is nothing really going on here. Really depressing. Let's go take a look and see what's around behind me here. This is empty, so some of the consequences of when places go bankrupt, when stores close down. Toys R Us closed down not too long ago, and there's a store right in front of me that also closed down called Circuit City, and they were a big electronics retail store, and unfortunately due to competition from Amazon and other online retailers, these stores behind me closed. But let's go take a look and see what we can find behind me here. So guys, I'm walking up here toward the entrance of Toys R Us, the former Toys R Us. And this store was, at one time, I actually remember the store being really busy. Especially during the holidays, this store would be really busy all year long. It would be, this is a smaller Toys R Us, but nevertheless, the store used to be buzzing with activity. Used to be people coming inside, looking at toys, buying toys for the summer, for the holidays. And Toys R Us was really doing good here in this shopping center.
Oops. Toys R Us has everything kids need to bring their Christmas wishes to life.
You haven't seen the last of me!
Only at the world's greatest toy store, Toys R Us.
Come on, let's play!
As you can see now, it's closed. And I believe they closed about 3 years ago. Maybe 2 to 3 years ago. And they have been empty since they closed. Just give you a little bit to look, taking a look inside here. And it looks pretty run down. See the railings kind of coming off the weather strippings coming off the window right there. Trying to see if I can take a look inside. And it is completely gutted out inside. There's a few shelves in there. Yeah, pretty sad. The sad ending of Toys R Us. I mean, there was speculation that they would actually reopen when they went bankrupt, some other buyers would swoop in and save them, but it never really materialized. But this store is actually not too small of a store. It actually goes further back there, so it seems bigger than it looks. But anyway, guys, pretty sad. So obviously it's for lease, but nobody's leasing this store. And the sad thing about it is these two anchor stores, this store and Circuit City, as I'm about to show you in a second, here's the outside. Here's when you walk out. That's the actual exit right there. But I remember the store used to be really busy at one time. And looking kind of run down right now. And, well, just to point out a minute ago, this store is one of the anchors, actually one of the bigger anchors in the shopping center. This is Toys R Us, and over there with that, see that little white big part of the building that's kind of jutting out right in the middle of the strip mall. That used to be a Circuit City, and that was a huge store. And I remember all these stores right here were all the anchors were actually, I mean, all the small stores that were between these two anchors were actually filled with shops, filled with other retailers, other small mom and pop stores. And unfortunately, when these two stores closed down, basically there was no more traffic here in this shopping center, so all these other stores closed down. Let's go take a look and see what we can find down here. But look at all these for lease signs. And as you can see, it's just dead out here. over across the street there is another, there's actually a mall there called Gulfview Square Mall, and that's also a mall that's had many problems with anchors and retailers closing down. So definitely, Florida, when you think about Florida, you always think about the beaches, the amusement parks, a lot of fun times here, a lot of successful things going on, but this just shows you like a lot of things that are not the ugly side of retail when stuff goes bankrupt. So kind of like a trickle-down economics lesson here. When these stores close, basically they don't just lose their employees from their stores, prospective stores, they also lose all these other stores that are part of the shopping center that share the space in the strip malls, and also the malls with these other stores, and they lose their employees too. So a lot of people are really out of jobs, and people just go through hard times, and it just trickles down to, you know, down to other areas, other stores, other livelihoods. But this thing's for lease right here. Not sure what this used to be, but I want to say that used to be a GNC, but I could be wrong. But some of these were clothing stores, I think, at one time. Yeah, just a really depressing shopping center. The only thing that's going on with this place is there's actually a Burlington coat factory over there, which opened up a few years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So they're doing somewhat well, a little bit slow. And on the other side of that Burlington coat factory is another store, store called Ashley Furniture, and they're not doing too bad, but they're still slow. But there is not much going on down here. And this used to be, I think, I'm not sure what this used to be, but look at the space in there. Trying to get this thing to focus here. I'm actually using my phone today, so I'm not using my actual camera when I'm out. I usually use my actual camera when I'm out and about, but I just saw this and I had to show you this out because I thought it was interesting. But it goes far back there, so this was actually a big store at one time. And let's go take a look at the Circuit City down here. Another retailer right here. I think it's the same store. Or maybe it might be some stores that actually they knocked the walls down to expand it. Hopefully it'll be something down the road, something more, something to take the space and occupy this sad shopping mall or sad shopping center. And there is a building permit here, so maybe they are doing something with this area here. That looks like some kind of office in there. So obviously it was a big store because there's only one set of doors right there, and down here's another set of doors. So that was probably some big retailer at some time. I'm not sure what was in here, but unfortunately it closed when Toys R Us closed. Circuit City also closing. And here's another door here, so another retailer that was in this shopping plaza that closed, but now this company took over. Insurum, I'm not sure who they are, but they took this over. And it looks like a bunch of cubicles in there, so there is something going on in there. Maybe some kind of offices are in there. Well, let's go take a look at Circuit City, which is right here.
Push it, click it, press it, flick it, tune it in, turn it on. This is what you watch it on. Any way you work it, integrate your circuit at the city. Circuit City. Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. A gadget and a gizmo for electric machismo. Some amplitude for the radical dude. We're tuned into your attitude. Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is...
And most of the circuit cities I've known, I've seen around the country have this tall facade right here, and it would say Circuit City right up there on that white part on both sides. And ever since it's closed, this hasn't really been anything. I think they use this for a Halloween party store at one time, but other than that, it's been vacant. And looks like the inside is a little bit locked up there. They got the gate, sliding gate. Actually, this is open right here. So this part is actually open, but this gate right here is actually locked, so we really can't get in there. So I don't know, someone maybe tried to pry this open maybe to try to get in there, but definitely closed. Nothing really going on inside. I don't even see shelves in there, so and this other side also has retailers that closed also in the past when Circuit City closed. And I would imagine this would be one of the exits into the store. See if you can see anything inside. Or probably this would probably be the door that they actually would put stuff in your car if you buy a big box item or so. Yeah, all these shops used to be all these shops used to be open at one time. Doors right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 shops used to be occupied in the shopping center here. And this one's all gutted out, just like the other ones I just showed you down past Circuit City. It's pretty sad when you think about all the livelihoods that were lost when these big chain stores closed, as well as all these little small stores. All the jobs that were, people just basically didn't have any jobs anymore. And yeah, this is all gutted out. So they made this, they broke down all the walls in here. I remember these used to be individual stores at one time. So I don't know what they're planning to do in here, but they definitely gutted down all the walls. Let's go to the very end store. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's for lease. So I'm figuring that if you want to lease this area, you have to buy the whole thing, or at least the whole area. That's all gutted out. It's pretty sad. So guys, just want to show you some of the not so great areas here in Florida that we do have here. I mean, there's a lot of places like this in Florida where chain stores are closed down, empty strip malls. Unfortunately, that's what you see when you go to some places in Florida. But this was really depressing. This one really I had to point out because I've never seen a place like this before, quite like this before. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for walking around and looking at this strip mall here. A little bit depressing, but definitely a consequence to what happens when retailers close, places go bankrupt, stores, other chain stores close along with them. It's really sad. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good week. I'll see you guys later. So here's a sign of the shopping center, the Piers, and used to be all kinds of stores, lettering on those signs up there, and now they're all gone. But that little pelican there is pretty cool looking. Still there. Still there in this depressing shopping center.